Alright, let's try to make a quick little movement video for, you to reference and stuff like that, so I don't gotta tell you like on stream and stuff like that. So let's go with the basic stamina, right? Your character has 3 stamina bars, and you should use it like your health bar. If you have no stamina, you're probably going to die because you can't run away, right? But if you have full stamina bar, you can run away. Treat it also like your attacking buff, right? Like if you have full stamina, you can go in and make sure you secure the kill, right? Your stamina is just really important in this game, so treat every single bar like it's important, you know. So let's go with the basic stamina. So you can obviously double jump. You can also dash. You're allowed to do 1 double jump and 1 dash while in the air. Similarly, you can dash on the ground, and then you can also jump on the ground. Dash, jump, right? So you either jump and then dash, jump and then dash, or you dash and then jump, right? That's the end of your stamina. You can't use any more unless you buy items like uh, superior stamina. God bless. It allows you to do an extra air jump and air dash, so you get 2, right? So now when I can go 1, 2, 3. I can get an extra jump. I can get 2 dashes, 2 jumps. Very nice. I'm not going to use this item for the sake of this video, though. Okay? So, what do we got here? So, we obviously know about the dash, right? We also know about the jump dash. So let's cover both of them real fast for us. Why do we use one over the other? Okay? Because most people, you'll probably just see them do this. That's how they move around the map. Oh no, I'm dying. Oh no, I'm dying. And they just do this, right? No. We can get so much crazier than that. Okay? And we'll try to get through most of it in this video. So you can also, instead, just jump dash. And it kind of looks the same, does it not? Doesn't this look like this? Doesn't it? Okay? What's the difference? Okay? So if you were to dash on the ground, you're able to slide. Now let me do it faster for you. I did it. Dash, slide, dash, slide. Oops. Dash, slide, dash, slide, dash, slide, dash, slide, dash, slide, dash, slide, dash, slide. You see the difference? I have full control of when I stop with a dash. A jump dash, I can't stop it. I'm trying. I can't stop it. It's gonna go this far no matter what I do. I can't stop it. Okay? And so why is that's important for when you're in gunfights. So if I know that I just need to get in cover, I just need to get into this door, I can just do this. You know? I can just do this. No problem. Like I just need to get into cover, no problem. Okay? But if I jump dash, I'm not in cover. So that's why use your dash if you need precise movement. Use your jump dash if you need to go long distances. That's pretty much the basis of it. Now, Matt, I know what you're thinking, but what about this? This seems really far, does it not? Sure. Doesn't this seem just as far? Maybe it's a little bit slower, but, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's equal distance. But I think that doing this is more impactful for 1 stamina bar than doing this because you can do lots of things, right? I can shoot while I'm dashing. I cannot shoot while I'm rolling. I can parry while I'm dashing. I can slide shoot, a little bit easier. I can also jump as well. I can't jump unless I do this. I have to use 2 stamina bars to jump if I dash on the ground. I have to use 2 stamina bars if I want to dash, jump on the ground. Okay? Why is this important? So let's say I'm right here and I want to get to right here. If I jump dash, oh, I'm sorry, let me go a little bit further back. If I jump dash, I can climb it. If I dash to it, I can't really do that. I can't do the same thing. So I feel like I have more movement options if I jump dash. Okay. Let's move on. So sliding. Sliding is really important because sliding gives you infinite ammo. So look at this. Infinite ammo. Okay. Sliding also keeps your momentum, right? So if I were to, do this, I keep my momentum a little bit. Same thing with this. I keep my momentum a little bit, right? So always slide when you have enough momentum. Well, do slide. Always slide down hills. Always slide when you climb something like this. Look, I climb and I slide. I climb, I slide, I climb, I slide, I climb, I slide. Oops. I was trying to do it infinitely, but it's okay. But yeah, always climb when you slide. It gives you a free dash, essentially. Isn't this a free dash? It's kind of like a free dash to me, right? No stamina use is necessary. Even something as little as this. Look how fucking far I climb. Look at this. Like, look at something like this. Boom. That worked. And you can do it off of anything. Like, look how tiny this thing is. Slide. It's a slide. It's a slide, right? Okay. And so, whenever you have this burst of movement speed, it's really good to use a dash right afterward, a little jump dash right afterward. Because look at the difference between this, right? That's option 1, and this is option 2. I feel like option 2 is a little bit better than this. It is. It just is. Because when I jump right here, I keep that same momentum. And so when I dash, I further that momentum. But when I dash on the ground like this, I'm basically stopping it. It's kind of like molasses and stuff. So whenever you get a burst of movement, I highly recommend you to always jump and then dash, right? So same thing with this. Jump and then dash. Okay? So yeah, let's cover like wall bouncing. Let's see wall. So you can always wall bounce in this game like this. And keep in mind, it's a burst of movement. So what do we say? We can dash. Okay? So wall bouncing has 2 properties. There's the normal wall bounce, and then there's the corner wall bounce, like that. It sends you like a little bit further. I wouldn't worry too much about it right now, but yeah. You also kind of like stick to the wall when you do this. Like, see how you stick to the wall, and that can kind of help you, escalate a little bit further. But yeah, wall bouncing is good, but it's not going to elevate your movement like too crazy, right? It's just like a little thing to kind of like it's like a free jump. Think of a wall bounce as a free jump, right? Instead of me double jumping and then dashing, that's 2 stamina. This is only 1 stamina. Think of a wall bounce as like a free double jump. Okay, what else can wall bounce do? Well, like look at this, right? Instead of me double jumping, I wall bounce. So always think of a wall bounce as like a second jump, as a free second jump. Okay. Um, yeah. So let's go over this zip line. So this zip line is very powerful. It's probably the most powerful thing in this game. So you can always jump off a zip line like this, and then you can dash, right? So look at it like this: jump, dash, right? Pretty shit, right? Well, maybe you don't think that. But if you crouch instead, if you crouch like this, crouch, if you crouch and then dash, it looks like this. That's so much better now, isn't it? Crouch and then dash, watch this, right? You're coming in the lane, crouch, dash, and now you're in lane. Look at that. Right? So whenever you're on a zip line and you want to go in or you want to move somewhere, always crouch and dash off of it. Crouch, dash off of it. Obviously that's, a fucked up hill, but you get the idea. It's just really nice. Now you can also hit a wall bounce afterward, right? So maybe you can get creative, right? So imagine I do this. Oops. I mean, I could be better, but maybe you can roll out like that. Maybe you can roll out like that. Let me see. I don't know. Something to think about. Um, Now let's go over heavy melee, right? So this is melee. You can obviously melee. You can turn it, right? So you can turn it. You can also use it to extend your jump a little bit. Like, so imagine like you can't reach something, you can do this, and you can reach something. You know, because imagine if I don't know, for some fucked up reason you want to do this. Well, I didn't reach it, but I'll show you in this case, right? So I use this a lot, and I reached it, right? Don't worry about the little thing, but a lot of times I'll do this so I can reach a ledge that I couldn't reach because it was too far away. There are many cases where the ledge is too far away and heavy melee needs to be used. So treat your heavy melee as like a mini dash forward. You know, like imagine you're in lane, you're trying to get away, you're trying to get around the corner, you're like, ugh, and now you're around the corner. It's like a mini dash in a sense. Okay. Um, And then finally, let's go over air strafing. So air strafing in this game, you hold A or you hold D. While you're in the air, I highly recommend you to unbind your W key. Do not press W while in the air. Okay? The reason for it is because watch this, right? I'm gonna hold W and try to turn. I'm holding W. Did I turn? No, I did not. I'll do it again for you. I'm holding W, and that's as far as I went. I honestly pressed a little bit A by accident, that's why I turned. But now let me hold A, and I'm going to do the air strafing technique. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to hold A left, and I'm going to turn my camera to the left. I'm going to turn my camera to the left. Now look. I strafed a hell of a lot now, didn't I? Right? And so, we can kind of, strafe a little bit in the air. And you can kind of just practice that. And as you're taking these little bounce pads, you'll realize like, oh, I can do this. I can get over here. I can dash. I could jump, and then maybe I could have a melee up here. Stuff like that. You realize you can get to places that you couldn't get to because you know how to air strafe. It's really important for characters like Holiday, with the jump pad and stuff like that, because she gets a burst of movement speed with her jump pad, so she can really air strafe like crazy. But yeah, other than that, yeah, just get creative with it, right? Whenever you're fighting, whenever you're fighting, make sure you're peeking from your right side. Make sure you're using the dash slide a lot to go in between cover. Make sure whenever you're going to go for a push, you always try to go for a push by like mantle sliding into a dash off. Like instead of like going in, try to go in, like this. Instead of doing this. Like just walking up all straight and shit. Like this is a little bit of an element of surprise, because before you're in natural cover and all of a sudden they're just bum rushing you. It kind of gives you that layer of oh shit. And so yeah, try these things out. Make yourself harder to hit, and you'll be on your way. Um, The only other thing that I can really talk about is this right here. So signs like this, they're all over the map. If you jump up on it and you try to climb it, you'll fall down. If you jump when you're falling down, you'll do a bounce, a wall jump. You'll know I did a wall jump because you hear that sound right there. See this sound? Watch this. Well, it doesn't make a sound. It will make a sound. Hang on. Hang on. There you go. And something to think about whenever you are doing weird shit. Maybe you want to do something like this. I don't know. But the option's there for you. So yeah, try to make the use out of your stamina. Don't just dash to people like this. You know, try to get creative with, sliding off stuff like this, and you'll be on your way. Good luck.